Welcome, Aquarius, to your 2022 yearly predictions read. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Did I forget to say my name? If you don't know me, my name is Kamisha, aka Cam. So, I've already pulled your cards, and Aquarius. One second, let me push the music button down just a little bit. Okay. So Aquarius, first of all, let me say that timing is fluid. So this can happen at any point in 2022. And you can change your destiny, okay? But I do see a lot of stuck energy for you for the year of 2022. This kind of reminds me of, you're trying to fit like a circle into a square. Sorry, the cards are falling already. This is an energy of trying to fit a circle into a square, or trying to proceed forward with something that's just not working. It has that vibe to it, Aquarius. So I'm going to give you the energies of the reading, and then we'll go forward into the reading. So I pulled astrological energies to give you an instance to see what's going on in your life cosmically. So if you're into that type of thing, these are things to look out for. I pulled cards from my deck. You got Taurus. For the astrological deck, I pulled the first house. So your first house is potentially affected. Your ninth house in the zodiac of Taurus. You could have this placement, and or this is what you're exhibiting or exuding in the year of 2022. The first house is all about the self, your expression out to the world. The ninth house is all about learning, universities. It's all about travel as well. Spirituality, just embracing the whole, the totality of everything, learning. I don't know if this is an energy of potentially learning a hard lesson, and it's taken you a long time to get it. Taurus is a fixed sign, and although Taurus has very much so positive aspects of them, on the flip side, it can be a stubborn sign. So if you're learning a lesson, Aquarius, especially during this year, it's going to be apparent that you're hitting a wall. And then you're going to have to find a different way. Okay? Because I see it here. Just a fixed way of seeing things, or a fixed way of knowing something. But the energy is to branch out. You may be traveling this year, or you just may be expanding your horizons, broadening your horizons, seeing the bigger picture. Some of you have been in a little box, but I feel like a lot of you could be going back to school, or just doing a lot of self-reflection in the year of 2022. What works for me, what doesn't. I am going to be sipping on my coffee because it's AM and it's early and my throat is dry. So excuse me, and excuse my cup. It was the Frida cup, but they played me. My Frida fell off of it. Sorry about that. So, for your January spread, you have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's an energy of that you could have wasted your time on something. You could have put investments in 2021, some kind of investments in, and you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. You're not seeing your investments come into fruition. If that's not the case, there's something that you've put out into the universe to go forward and be prosperous and successful, but you're being impatient. You're not seeing any progress on it. This could deal with relationships that you're dealing with, because we do have the seventh house talks about relationship connections. This could be in relevance to a job and or just a love connection. Something you're not seeing. You're not seeing prosperity, or you're not seeing success in that area. You're a little apathetic. We do have apathy in the Four of Cups underneath the deck as your full energy for the year. So you're a little pessimistic here, Aquarius, about something that you've been dealing with, okay? It's something you could potentially be putting an end to, or Spirit is saying you need to put an end to it, because I clarified it. You could be dealing with a Libra. And right next to it for February, you have the Justice card, aka Libra. The Justice card represents fairness, truth, integrity. In a sense, it can be karmic justice served. So in February, tell me about February. If there's some kind of ill thing that's coming up, if there's a person in your midst that's in this thief, Seven of Swords energy, something is going to come to light here. This could be a new person that came in on the scene to you, and or a new job. If it's not a new job, it's some kind of hobby or business you've gotten into, and you're seeing some of the wicked ways I'm hearing of this. This year is going to be trying for you, Aquarius. I know you don't always have it easy, Aquarius, but this year in particular seems like it's going to be a trying year. I keep hearing it's a 6 year, it's a 6 year, and sixes keep coming up. 3 plus 3, 6. There's a time of worry this year on your mental. Tell me about this Justice for Aquarius. Tell me about the Justice for Aquarius. Again, the courthouse and the coffin. There's something you're putting an end to. This could be an end to the way you are, your being, how you express yourself in the first house here. Making a change, I'm hearing. You could be looking at the way you're doing things, or you're going about things, and you're wanting to make a change. This year, Aquarius, is heavily divinely guided. You have major arcana. I would say 75 to 80% of this spread is major arcana. So this isn't you. Okay, this is like, if you're having a tough year, this is a lesson. God's trying to force you through the door with this lesson to learn it, to get it. If you are being rigid in your ways, and this is not somebody in and around you, Spirit could be trying to get you to wake up and pay attention and be just and be fair. And or this is somebody in and around you. They're trying to give you a wake-up call here. There could be karma involved here. Especially if you have once been married, or you're attached to somebody that you have a higher commitment with. If this is in regards to a potential marriage, maybe you're in a separation. Doesn't have to be. Some of you are seeking out a divorce or trying to figure out whether this is worth it. You're losing faith. It's monotonous. Then March, we have the Hierophant. For some of you, in March, you could be seeking more knowledge. You could be trying to go back to school, or you're just, I'm hearing yoga. You could be doing yoga, tapping into your spirituality more. And I'm hearing the decision was made in February. So there could be a decision in February that leads into March. This is also, someone also could be going into getting help, getting counseling. I'm hearing marriage counseling, so some of you could be doing that. This is some kind of guidance. It doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, like you're going to a therapist. This is some kind of a guidance. Yeah. Tell me more about the Hierophant for March. Some of you exactly could be going back to school, and or this is just someone's going to seek a counselor, or they're seeking somebody, somebody's guidance here in March. Could be a feminine energy here. Again, we have 6. 6 is big. You could be seeing 666. It's not a devil number. We are in a 6th year, so be mindful of that. Anything else for March? Some of you could be moving. If you're not moving, some of you could be receiving some kind of accolades in a job. Promotions, I'm hearing. Which could put you in the 9 of Pentacles energy, which is like self-sufficient energy. Some of you will be finding yourself distracting yourselves this year. But don't do that too much. And I mean by distracting yourself, like trying to get away from the issue at hand. Like, you know you have to deal with something, or you know you have to take care of something. You could be distracting yourself, i.e. going to the gym, i.e. doing your yoga, or doing your whatever this is. It seems spiritual. Like it could be yoga, it could be meditation, it could be just going to the gym, or whatever this is. It's like, could be gardening. I don't know. If there's some kind of a distraction here. Because by April, you're isolating yourself here with the Hermit in the reverse. Maybe a little paranoid or overthinking things. For some of you, if this is a marriage, this is a divorce happening. AKA like a divorce. Someone's being rejected, or someone is like pushed to the side. Just so you know. Some of you are not taking the sour road. Some of you are taking this and you're learning from it. With the 9th house energy, you're learning from it. You're expanding. The Hermit energy, it's some of you are like overindulging in this like expansive energy. like really diving deep. I'm hearing self-care. Because by May, you have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. There's an energy of like pulling the swords out of your back, rising above whatever this problem is. It's like climbing your way out of a dark tunnel or a dark hole. And whatever sense this is you like, okay, getting the ambition to move again, to get out there again. Okay, tell me more about May. Tell me more about May. Tell me more about May 2022 for Aquarius. You could be getting a message in May. Tell me what this message is about, as you have 1 and 4 is a 5. It's May. Tell me about this message Aquarius will be getting in May. It's a message of concern. Yeah, you're definitely getting a message. You could be getting a message from another feminine. So be mindful. You could be getting a message from somebody, but I don't know if I would trust it here with the 2 and the 4, another 6 here. There's something about secrets here. This is like the 7 of Swords energy, so be mindful of this. Someone not being fully true. They could be expressing concern to you, but it's kind of fake, maybe. Has that vibe to it. There's some kind of attachments behind it, like they do something, they expect you to do this, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if I call you and express concern, they're like wanting you to do the next step, like, oh yeah, meet me or come to me. Like, it doesn't have a good feel to it. It doesn't feel genuine. This could be a person from the past. Okay, so be mindful. I'm hearing that some of you will be connected to somebody already. This could be somebody from the past. So watch out, because this could be a temptation for you, Aquarius. Tell me about June. Because in June, we have the Fool in the reverse. Be mindful of not acting reckless in the month of June. There's some kind of impulsivity here for June. Some of you, if you haven't gotten a new house by then, there's an energy of potentially getting a new house. Potentially, or moving. But there is an energy of acting impulsively in the area of finances here. If this is not finances, this is like acting impulsively. Somebody could be in a commitment. Could be tethering the line of, thinking about, an outside connection here. So just be mindful. Somebody could be tethering on the aspect of pulling a one-night stand if they are in a commitment. Oh, God. There's a lot of unhappy energy around you, Aquarius. So be mindful. There's an energy of like not learning a lesson, but like being reckless. You know how when it's like things aren't going your way and you're just like, fuck it. Okay. Some of you are like pessimistic this year. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like some of you are trying to get out of it though. I feel like some of you may be, like I said, tapping into your spirituality. You could be outside more, trying to be productive. Maybe you're planting, gardening. I don't know. You're trying to enjoy yourself. You're trying to take on these Taurian traits, but I feel like you could be struggling through the energy here. By July, we have the sun in the reverse here. The sun represents the summer to me, so it's perfectly placed. This is July. Things aren't exactly what you want it to be at this moment, but you're like, hey, you know, I could be doing worse. You know, it has that vibe to it. Tell me about July. What about July? Exactly. There's something you could be waiting on here with the Great Fortune. There's something on delay. I don't know what this is. There's something on delay. You guys have to tell me what this is. I don't know what this is, but there's something on delay. You're looking forward to it. And you're kind of in a little bit of a pessimistic, not fully pessimistic, but I can see, could be in a marriage here. So if you haven't gotten a divorce or separated from somebody, I see you trudging through the year with somebody here, like trying to make it work. But it's kind of tough. Maybe there was an ending and somebody's trying to get somebody back again with the message here. If this is in a job scenario, you've been waiting on a promotion, or you've been waiting. There's a lot of waiting here. A lot of waiting, and you feel like you're wasting your time. But my suggestion to you is to do away with that energy and expanding your knowledge, expanding your horizons, looking at different lanes. Because there's a lot of like headspace energy here. Because a lot of this, I feel like the divine has a hand in this. You, like I said, you have a lot of major arcana. You have the Justice, the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Fool, the Sun, the Star, the Devil. These are like all your major arcanas out of a 12 card spread. For August, you do have the Star in the reverse. This is Justice. This, I'm sorry, I was looking at the Justice card. This is like being hopeless. Maybe there's an energy of justice not being served. Maybe something is not happening in your life. Maybe there's an imbalance. There's some kind of pessimism here, lack of inspiration, hopelessness here. Some of you, this is a divorce or some kind of a wanting to expand your knowledge, wanting to go back to school, or wanting to get a promotion, and it's not happening. There's an energy of losing faith, being hopeless in August. And I'm not saying that this is your whole year. Like, you're gonna have happy times, Aquarius. I just feel like there's gonna be something going on in your life each month that gives you a bit of incongruence. And I honestly feel like this is your year. This is a test. I would look on YouTube to see what the 6th year means to you, and looking at your chart. For September, you have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So this is a relationship or a commitment or something like that. There's a lack of trust here. There's some kind of like disharmony, incompatibility, some kind of incongruence here. There might even be a need to clear the air. There's an air of feeling trapped this year. There's an air of feeling stuck in the past too. Some of you, there could have been a ghosting situation, or maybe there's an energy of somebody leaving. And you don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Why did that person leave? Maybe you're seeking closure from a person, because we do have the closure card here. Maybe this is why you keep going back and forth, Aquarius. But Spirit is saying you need to establish boundaries here. This is an educational sense. Something could be off, whether you're going back to school, getting some kind of certification. There's an emotional imbalance. I'm hearing unrequited. Aquarius, if this is you, some of you are being too generous. And if you are leaving a connection, don't be too generous with your love, your body, your time, so on and so forth. I do see you moving out of this energy here in October. You could be bossing up, potentially getting more into the work sector, working more hours, making more money. You could be taking care of yourself. Could be getting promotions. Boss. So I see you, like I said, it's like a roller coaster year for you of feelings, feeling trapped. It's like an element of moving, being stuck, moving, being stuck. So be mindful of that energy. Tell me about October. Yeah, you could have new things coming into your life. You could have, even some of you could be either giving birth or getting pregnant. Could be in November being a homebody or having a huge focus on the home. Stabilizing your home. Maybe having people over for the holidays. Since you've potentially had, you know, some parts of the year where you're isolating yourself or being lonely. Could be inviting folks over for the holidays, aka Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. For November, why do we have this for November? For November, we have the Devil. This is an energy of going back to old habits. This is codependency. And if this isn't you, this is somebody in and around you that can't let you go. Okay. I don't know where that went. But let's see. Yeah. Yeah, somebody won't let you go. Could be looking to go towards the new, but there's some kind of codependency here. This person looks at you like the sudden wealth card, like you're their everything. You're their, you could even have children with this person. But there's an energy of they can't let you go. There could even be manipulation in the situation. Could have overindulgences, especially attached to a masculine energy. Tell me more about November for Aquarius. Some of you, you could be overworking in November, like religiously around the clock. Like I'm hearing around the clock. Some of you could be chasing the goal, like going balls to the wall with it, overdoing it, I'm hearing. Or there's some kind of a goal that you're trying to reach in November, and it's like, oh yeah, we gonna make it. We gonna make it. But I feel like it's draining you. It's draining you. Yeah, it's about work. Some of you, if you're getting a promotion, this is like, you're getting a promotion, but it's too much. You know, it's too much. You're going to try to do it as best you can. But I feel like it's too much. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, some of you, it is a new promotion or a new job or something like that. Some of you will be looking, excuse me, for a new job. Once this happens, you're going to be like, okay, it's time for me to go. So if that's the case, if you are in a position and you're like, okay, it's time. Some of you are chained to the job. And by December, with the 9 of Wands in the reverse, you're no longer wanting to be a fool to this, or to let this go. You know that feeling when you've been at a job too long and you're like, oh, I can do it, I can do it. There's no, you're like done, you know? Or if this isn't a connection, there's an energy like of being done. No longer being a fool to this, like I said. No longer, this is an energy of giving up. Like, okay, I'm done. Like, I've tried everything. So I think 2022 is a year of like trying. This is like, if you, some of you are in a marriage, there's an energy of like, this is it. I've tried. This is my last try. If we can't make it through this year, I'm done. If some of you are in a job or something like that that you have been struggling with, this to me is like, okay, this is my last year of trying. Like, I'm done. And I feel like a lot of you will be closing out this cycle of love, or this cycle of a job or career, whatever this is, by the end of next year. Some of you will be getting into gardening and or like using your hands more. But I do see some of you giving up on love. But this isn't a love situation. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah. Some of you are closing off your heart space, hardening your heart, but Spirit is guiding you not to do that. You could, like I said, you could be tapping into your 9th house energy and expanding on your knowledge, broadening your horizon. Like I said, this year is full of major arcana, so there's a lot that's going to happen that's divinely guided. So some of this is going to feel out of your control. You might have happenings in your life that you're like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? You could be trying to force a circle into a square, and you're hitting blockages on every turn. This is a learning year for you. Some of you, if you're not, there's an energy, there's a big Taurian energy here. So at the end of by the end of the year, you're going to be tapping into this Taurus energy. being more grounded, taking things slow. Yeah. King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, some of you are closing your heart. But I don't know, that's a good omen, because if you want new love in, especially for those who have been in a divorce and or a separation, it won't come to you as easily because you are closing your heart. Some of you will be digging into the Taurian energy and focusing on your work. Some of you by the end of the year will be overworking, working to the bone. Some of you by the end of the year, you'll be in a Taurian stubborn-like phase in your life where you're not going to move. You're actually going to be stubborn. Like I said, you're going to be giving this a try. You're going to be broadening your horizons. But I feel like by the end of the year, this is it. I'm hearing the final call. So, I have one more card for you, Aquarius, because this video is getting long. You have travel. Traveling to wild and wonderful destinations. This symbol sees those bags packed and you're off to a new wonderful destination. Your restless energy craves escape. This symbol offers you a chance to get away from the rat race and on to new and exciting things. For career and finances, if your question is about career or money situations, this symbol represents the opportunity for added income. This will happen while traveling locally or overseas, even if you think you're just taking a holiday. Overseas investments are also well favored by the selection of this card. This card can also represent career change that involves a lot of extended travel. Relationships. Someone you meet while traveling locally or overseas will incite feelings that you have not felt in a long time. I.e., you could meet somebody at a distance. It doesn't have to be far, far away. Your time will be spent pondering on conversations, meetings, texts, emails, phone calls. You may engage in a long-distance relationship of some sort. For families, now is a great time to take a family vacation. Overall, whatever your focus, lots of new adventures await. So Aquarius, that was your reading. I said that in the beginning with the 9th house energy. It is all about spirituality. It's all about broadening your horizons. It's all about culture. It's all about traveling, so on and so forth. So you could be doing that. Also, some of you are being guided to put up boundaries as well. I think Virgo or Capricorn got this. So you need to establish boundaries. Okay, get out of your head. If you're feeling stuck, if you're giving this one last go, kudos to you, but put it to bed with this closure. Maybe this is the final countdown, the final call for you to walk away. Aquarius, I love you so much, and I hope that this resonated, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.